Coach was complimenting specifically your defense since you've come back. Was that something you were focusing on?
Yeah, like I said at the beginning of the season, I kind of want to get that bad defender label off of me. So, just paying more to the details on that side, and just taking pride in it. Obviously, we got a whole bunch of guys that are like, we locked in on the defensive end, like Tu and Tease and Shea and Scoot. They all picking up guys full court, so it just makes you have to buy into that side. So it just makes it that much easier to go out there and play defense, at a high level.
So it's contagious. Is it also fun for you?
For sure. You got guys picking up full, and we having fun out there. We communicating and getting stops on the other end and running out, playing fast getting back on offense. And I think it just fuels everything when we see guys coming in and picking up full and giving guys a hard time. I mean, they got a tough task, especially like Scoot got come in and pick some of the best players up full. Tumani got to guard the best players, Matisse, and so you want to make it easier on those guys by also playing hard for them as well in that end.
How do you feel like yours and Shaedon's game complement each other, particularly in that starting lineup?
I think it's just, Shea plays the game with such simplicity. You know what I mean? It's not really, the game comes easy to him. So, he could play off the pass really well, swing it to him, he could pump fake, get to the rim, make passes off of that. So, honestly, the game's been coming natural. It hasn't been anything we kind of really discussed in a way like how we just want to play. We just, I'm playing my game, I'm making pocket passes, and he's on the opposite wing, open. He's playing off of that, making good passes. So it's kind of been a natural progression for us. And so, he's just been playing like he's been playing. Obviously, I'm on the ball more now, and so I'm, attracting a lot of attention, like I said. So, he's been able to free flow and play on the wing and catch and go and shoot some mid-range pull-ups, and then when it's his time to get on the ball and play in the pick and roll, he does it well. So like I said, this really hasn't been anything that we specifically discussed. It's just we just been playing the game.
Yeah. Do you see any similarities to when you were a younger player, maybe? Because you obviously came in young, and I think other guys maybe kind of did certain things, so you could just kind of go out and freestyle a little bit as well.
I think it's a little bit different. I think, obviously Shaedon's physical gifts was way more than mine at that age. I could jump for sure. I couldn't jump as high as Shaedon, but just the point of just how strong and big he was, I had to develop physically to understand it. And obviously, and when in terms of playing the game, naturally can move around and shoot the ball, I think that's kind of similar in our demeanor and stuff, for sure. But obviously he's getting a lot more live reps than I did when I was younger. So everything is coming at him much faster, and he's developing much faster than I would. At that age. You know what I mean? So
yeah, it's nice of you to say that at least, but I
agree with it.
You're all right.
Yeah.
A lot of these, the last few games, really a lot of the games this season, you guys have really hung in against good teams and just not been able to actually win. As one of the veterans, have you seen kind of guys be able to kind of stay bought into, if we just keep doing what the coach asks us to do, then eventually the results are going to get there? Is that something you've seen?
Yeah, for sure. I think the one thing that's good about these moments is that we're actually learning from each and every moment. Even me, having the ball at the end of the games. Maybe one game I don't feel like I was being aggressive enough, and then the next game I might be too aggressive, and so you're trying to find the in-between game, and I think it's with everybody, how we want to, what plays we want to run it in the game between who's in the game or not. And most of the times people don't really recognize the journey of getting to where we start winning games. So we all recognize when the clutch shots happen, or the good moments where we came into the game and it was a close game, we finished it out, but that's when people kind of forget all the times that we didn't close out those games. And so I think right now this is the moment where we get into close games. We might not be winning the games, but we in those games and we're learning from them. So I think eventually when we start learning and the wins start piling up, we'll look back on these moments like this is what we learned.
Has this been an adjustment for you personally too? Because now you kind of have to, obviously the rest of the years that you've been here,
right.
Dame has been that guy, and he's not here anymore. Now you're kind of the guy that has to be the first option in kind of a lot of those situations late game? Has it been an adjustment to you to kind of realize, okay, I'm going to be who teams are keying in on?
Yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? Like we kind of discussed it today and how each player wants to carry on in the game if they have the ball in their hands. And so that's kind of the conversation that we need to have. And so like today we had a conversation with me, where do I want the ball at the end of the games? Is it the top of the key? Is it a slot? Or is it a wing? And so those are the things we have to know, because we got such a young group, and now they have to actually visualize and see those moments before it happens. So, you know what I mean? You just can't rely on it happening in the game and adjust it from there, because the game has happened so fast and it's hard to kind of nitpick exactly what we need to do. So today in practice, we kind of just went over, in each situation, if they send me to my left, where do you want to be? I want to be in the slot, because if I'm coming out to the left and it's a loaded side, I want to have enough room to get middle, where it's not that much help. Where last game, I felt like I was in the middle a lot, and they would send me to my left, coming out the left, and then people two-sided, and there's just no room to go. So that's kind of the things that we need to, see on film and kind of walk and talk through at practice, and I think it's going to help us as, guys come back and we understand what we need to do.
You said before the season, your goal is to make the playoffs. You guys got 8 out of 9 at home coming up. Some losing teams coming in here. Are you looking at this stretch at all?
For sure. I mean, obviously we haven't had it. A fully healthy roster to the first game. And so, I think when we get guys back, I think we continue to play how we've been playing hard, playing together. I think with the guys like JG and Malcolm and DA coming back, I mean, I feel like we're going to be much better position to win those games, especially those close games where we got guys that obviously have a little bit more experience than some of the young guys in the game situations.